Hiya. Firstly, hiya, and then an apology just to say this was supposed to be a much more polished video involving more people, but yeah, everyone's dead busy and we've got kids and all that sort of shit. So it's just me, I'm afraid. Anyway, here's the Mr. and Mrs. quiz, which Joe has given me all of about half an hour to do before your hen do, Ali. I've been asked to answer a load of questions. Firstly, a word on Mrs. Duckworth. Ali and I got a card through the post the other day that said to the future, no, sorry, to Mr. and the future Mrs. Duckworth. And I suspect there's going to be more of this sort of shit to come. I mean, not even Doctor. So yeah, so Ali's going to be really thrilled about that. Anyway, what's this preamble about? Let's crack on. What is our couple song? Probably Blues Run the Game by Jackson C. Frank. I didn't really have any choice in this. Ali just used to put it on every second of every single day. And now Spotify thinks that it's all she wants to listen to. So it puts it on every single one of her daily mix playlists. So it's kind of become our couple song through sheer exposure rather than out of any sort of choice. Who is funnier out of me and Ali? Right, next question. Which of your friends does she think is most attractive? This could be awkward, as a lot of my friends have wives and girlfriends who are probably sitting with Ali whilst watching this. So, who shall I say? She doesn't really seem to fancy many people, actually, and I don't think I'm being deluded. She's got like quite weird taste. However, despite having said that, I'm probably going to say Sam Chapman, because everyone fancies Sam. Maybe she fancies Ross a little bit. I don't know. Outside chance it's Leon. I'm kind of hoping it's Leon, actually, but right, I don't know. Let's go with Sam. Sam Chapman. What was the best present you ever gave her? A single gherkin in a vacuum-sealed can from Frankfurt in July 2014. What was the best present that she ever gave you? I mean, she makes so much more effort than me, so it's probably that trip to Bratislava, which was my birthday present about 3 years ago, and we still haven't been, so I'm waiting to cash that one in, and I think that she thinks that I've forgotten. Who is her secret celebrity crush? Cillian Murphy, but I don't think it's much of a secret. And who is my secret celebrity crush? Probably Cillian Murphy. It was born out of jealousy. I wanted to know what all the fuss was about, and then after watching loads of Peaky Blinders, just started fancying him. Right, I'm going to have to speed it up a bit here because she's going to come back pretty soon. Right, what do you argue most about? Probably the cause of each other's medical problems, both real and imagined. Where would she go on holiday if she had one free trip anywhere in the world? Well, that's pretty easy. It would be Sitges, because she's obsessed, like absolutely obsessed, and drunk on nostalgia all the time. Right then. Can't actually see the fucking screen. How would she describe your penis? Well, I certainly hope that my future mother-in-law is not watching this. But if she is, probably just say the same thing. She'd probably say it's definitely not a shower, but it is probably a grower. Right, I'm gonna fire through a few here. If you could have cosmetic surgery, sorry. I can't read the screen. If you could have cosmetic surgery, what would you have? Just like Wayne Rooney. And if she could have cosmetic surgery, what would she have? Liposuction. Who has a better taste in music? Me. What is her best physical feature? Eyes. What would she say was yours? Probably some sort of like forearm. What item of clothing does she dislike the most? Well, most of them, probably, but in particular, that hoodie that has like a checkered sort of pattern on it, like red and blue and white and shit. I actually haven't seen it in ages, and I'm quite suspicious. Which do you dislike of hers? Okay, let's have a look. What have we got? We've got these bad boys. These are pretty bad. Sort of makes her look a bit like a Mexican wrestler when she wears them. Can't see anything with those glasses on. Oh yeah, she's also got this little top that's sort of got little strings that go around there, and sort of it's really like high up. Kind of makes her look a bit like a 13-year-old girl. And what are your pet names for each other? Probably like Babe Lord or something. Babe Station. Babe Stash. Something along those lines. It's all pretty cringy bollocks. I always wanted to be a girl when I was a kid so I could do that sort of shit. Because obviously boys couldn't have long hair where I grew up. Okay. What is her favourite thing about your character? Probably my precision when describing something, anything. Obviously that's not it. It'd probably be my hilarious wit. Okay. What annoys her most about you? When I expect her to know what I'm talking about. What annoys you most about her? Probably expectations of me to be so precise when I'm talking about anything. She never meets you halfway. You always have to do all of the work when you're having a conversation, or at least when you're having a monologue. Right, what's her sexiest outfit? Probably some sort of work outfit, I think, but it's probably a bit weird because she spends most of her time with old people. So read into that what you will. What's she like when she's drunk? She's great fun at first, then she's a bit annoying, after which she moves into being a full liability. Right, what's the drunkest you've seen her? So is this question actually what is the drunkest you've seen her? Or is it more like where is the most drunk you've seen her, or when is the most drunkest? Anyway, because if it's what, then we all know the answer is very. When and where? Well, there's been quite a few, but there was one time when she came back from London. I can't remember where she'd been, but she lay on the sofa and I thought she was dead. What's the funniest thing that she ever said? She is pretty funny, but for some reason I seem to find her particularly funny when she's laying into me. So it was probably the time that she called me the most irrelevant person that she'd ever met. The most irrelevant person that she'd ever met. What's her most annoying catchphrase? She does this thing that's quite irritating. When she goes, "I don't know," in this American accent. It's sort of like particularly annoying, childish American accent, and it normally signifies a total lack of interest or engagement in the question that I've asked. Next one, and final one, I think. What does she think is your most annoying catchphrase? Your most annoying catchphrase? Probably like, "Do you know what I mean?" or something like that. Especially if she doesn't actually have a clue what I mean, which is often.